And by something new, basically I'm going to be lending my voice for this video. Let's consider this as the test bed of what's to come in the future, if this video does get a little bit of a positive reaction. But basically today we are going to be painting up one of my named Space Marines. Today's named Space Marine is Space Marine Avio. Avio's a actual person that I know, and he's been a longtime friend of mine. Great dude, loves birds. So, it only feels appropriate that we give him the Mark 6 Corvus helmet, or as we like to call it, the Beaky helmet. You know, because birds. So, we're going to go ahead and start things off by painting up the magazine pouches, which, if you guys are wondering why these magazine pouches are looking a bit weird, is because GW does not like giving us players extra magazine pouches. I guess they don't want us to make our own little tactical marines, if you know what I mean. So I basically had to mold mine with green stuff. It was a bit of a trip, but it was a nice little adventure. But after we get done painting the magazine pouches, we're going to go ahead and start painting a bit of the undersuit. After the undersuit, we're going to move on from there. Gonna use some Runefang steel for the bolter. I like painting around the magazine first, then working my way up. I'm going to go ahead and paint the ejection port silver now, then any imperfections we're going to go ahead and layer it over with some Mephiston red or some corn red, depending what I'm using. Since I already have the silver out, I might as well go ahead and start painting the rest of the important areas, like the barrel and the scope. Like I said, any imperfections we do right now, we can go ahead and just layer some Mephiston or corn red on top. Can't forget to paint the details on the chest plate there. Although they're really tiny, I am going to paint the little studs on the knee pads there, just to bring out some more details for the armor. As you can see, I messed up a couple times, but we can fix it later with some Macragge blue. Looks pretty solid. Now to go back and fix some areas with some Mephiston red. I may not have the steadiest hands in the world, but any mistakes we do here we can always fix up later. And also gotta make sure you got the both sides of the bolter, front and back. Make sure you don't get any red on the chest plate there, because it is a little close. Now that the bolt gun's done, onto the base. A little bit of an inside joke with me and my friends is that I don't like sand, so it only feels appropriate that we're going to use some Armageddon dust for the base. Sand, it's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere. Now, once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the backpack. Cracking out some Macragge blue to fix up some areas that we missed or messed up. After attending to a couple areas, it's looking pretty good. Moving on for the gold trim on the shoulder pad. I love using Retributor armor. It's a very shiny gold, you know? It's the kind of shiny that makes the Emperor proud. Once we're done with the right shoulder pad, we're going to move on to that little seal right there to the right leg. Gonna dabble on some Mephiston red and then move on to some Codex white. Honestly, I feel like the backpack is looking a little bit too plain, so we're gonna use some Runefang to bring out some more detail. gonna switch back to some Retribuno armor for some more detail. Now I'm thinking about painting the exhaust port gold because it kind of gives it the idea that 1, he's a veteran, 2, he's been doing this for a long time, and 3, gold just looks good. And so I did, and honestly, it looks so satisfying that I just went with it. Painting is almost done. On to the next step, decals. Now I had past experiences with decals, so we're just going to do some magic here. And 3, 2, 1, there. Now that we got both decals on, I feel like we're just missing one more thing, and I think it's a purity seal. Now I kind of lost one earlier painting it up, so we're just going to go ahead and keep them on the sprue here. Just like last time, we're going to go ahead and use some Codex White and some Mephiston Wed. Once they're dried and ready to go, time to snip them off. And with some tweezers, we just gently apply with some glue and looking good. Now for some last detail, using some Agrad Earthshade, we're going to go ahead and give the purity seals, both purity seals, a little bit of that old paper look. And before we forget, we're going to also give the sand base here a little bit of that dark terrain kind of sand look, making sure that we also give the feet as well as a bit of a wash. Kind of give the idea that he's been walking for a while in the sand. And just like that, we're done. I hope you guys enjoyed at least this time's music selection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And please, let me know. Should I lend my voice more often? Should I just go ahead and just keep doing the little painting and music videos? Just leave a comment. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.